What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is a magical day. The royal wedding just happened, but honestly I was hoping Meghan Markle would say no and come find me, but sadly that was not the case. But I'm hoping the case today is that we catch at least 5 fish in this new spot. We are at Deer Creek, which is right outside of Oakmont and Harmar, and the stream is actually right on the other side of these weeds and it flows into the Allegheny right there. And so I think that's where we're going to start, because all the fish that have been stocked upstream will eventually make their way down to this spot right here. So we'll see what's in store. So right now we are right here, right off the river, and honestly this place sucks. Look, we're kind of stuck. It's not very accessible, to say the least, and it's very deep. So my idea was just to walk through down the edge, but it is so freaking deep that you can't even do that. So we're almost... That's the train bridge right there, and then you got Freeport Road, and there's Route 28, which I was hoping to get up to here, but that does not look like that's going to happen. So we might need to get back in the car and go find somewhere else to park before I break a leg. This kind of looks promising. Looks like someone may be living under here. Got blankets hanging down. I'm gonna do one quick cast and get the hell out of here. There we go. How about that? Happy I stayed. Got ourselves a rock bass. Come on. Come on, buddy. Just a little guy. We'll get him back. Let's get the hell out of here. We are back in the car. Turned out that this place where I parked is way too deep to access the stream, and the bank is so overgrown with weeds and trees that you can't even walk down the stream that way either. But I did go check underneath the train bridge, and it was a little sketchy in there. There's definitely someone living under there, and I didn't want anything to do with that. But I did catch a fish under there, so I'm happy I stayed. We got one fish for the video at least. So we're gonna go for a drive. I have no clue where I'm going because I've never fished this stream. Hopefully we find a pull off, because I know that it runs along Route 910. So I've never been on that road either, so we're just gonna go drive it and see if we can get more fish for this video. And if we do, you'll see them next. Well, we found the stream, at least part of the stream that looks more trout friendly, and we are actually right by Allegheny Steel Distributors. And I remember earlier I said this flows the whole way up to the turnpike, and the turnpike is right there. So this looks like a fairly good spot. And what's even better about this spot, it looks like there have been some fishermen here. They left some community natties unopened. Who leaves all this beer unopened? Well, it looks like I found myself a drink. July of 18, baby, that's party. To whoever left this 12-pack of natty here, I cheers to you. Tastes like natty. Can't beat it. Natty with a Deer Creek Adventure. Now let's get some trout. Just had a bite. It was a little guy, but still a bite. Now, hooks are good. One little strategy that I like to do, so I was casting straight across the stream and I had a little bite over there along the bank once it swept underneath that tree, and that was my first cast, and after that I had not had a hit. So one thing I do like to do is I like to go up the stream and actually fish straight down towards where the fish is and cast below them, so then you just like work it real slowly through the hole, and hopefully, that sounded a little dirty, I apologize. So we're gonna try and do that and see if we can get it to come back. Had a bite. First cast had a bite. See, right? My minnow's starting to rip up the side a little bit, and the hook sticking out like that. You don't really want that. You want it to be nice and center up the belly of the minnow. So I'm going to take a quick break and rethread one and then go from there. Just finished rethreading my minnow. As you can see now, it's nice and centered up the middle of the minnow, and the sides are not ripped. And those are a good width apart. So we'll see if that fish can come back first cast. That first cast was in the weeds, but I saved it. What an awful first cast. There we go. This looks like a nice brook trout. Now if it is, I know when I looked online about stocking, they did not stock this stream with brook trout. They put rainbow in here and brown trout. Yeah, that is a nice brook trout. Very nice color on him. And only got him right on the lip. That's perfect. Spilling some beer, but it's okay. There you go, nice looking brook trout. I think there's 2 fish right there. Well, I'm almost back to my car. I am running on 1 bowl of Cheerios, and it is about 2 o'clock almost, so I'm starving. But I did have a nice day. I'll definitely think about coming back here, because when I parked, I worked upstream towards the turnpike. Almost fell. And I didn't really get to search downstream much, so I think that might be the next place I try, is just work my way downstream and see what kind of holes are down that way. But thank you for tuning in, and subscribe to the channel and you'll know when the next episode comes out. Thanks for watching.
Fishin' Missions are brought to you by Rizzo's Malabar Inn, the Great American Spaghetti House. Also brought to you in part by M. Schultes Accounting Services, because we don't get paid to fish.